there will be spoilers for the final episode of The Bad Batch Season 3, so if you haven't seen those episodes yet, I highly recommend you do so before checking out this video. Season 3 of The Bad Batch is finally here, it's finally complete. The show is unfortunately at an end, and we will talk about the show in a little bit, but right now I'm going to be talking about Season 3 specifically, because the season ended and the series has ended. So did Season 3 live up to the other two seasons of the show? And I say yes. I really enjoy Season 3, because of the other two seasons, there were episodes that collectively as a fandom said it was the worst of the season. For this time around, it's very difficult to pick which episode is the worst, because I'm not going to say that Bad Batch creates bad episodes. No, there's no bad episode of Bad Batch, which is ironic because the name is Bad Batch, but there's no bad episodes. And Season 3 just created good episode after good episode. You know, is it spectacular? Is it groundbreaking? Does it compare to the live action stuff? No, but it doesn't need to be, because it's not just animation, no. Because Bad Batch is a weekly show where you follow these characters on an adventure. If the adventure is fun and entertaining, that's all you need for a good episode, and that's what the show does at its best. The writers of the show know what they're doing, especially at this point, for the final season, they know what they're doing, and they create a really good conclusion to this show. And especially the first 3 to 4-ish episodes are about Omega and Crosshair and Mount Tantus and their escape. That was really well done. I love that. I love when shows have a cliffhanger at the end of Season 2 and they follow it up and it feels natural. And that's where the strength of the show comes in. Everything just feels natural. Nothing feels forced. Nothing like, oh, we have to pull these agendas. No, everything feels so natural to the Star Wars universe, and I wish the live-action shows did that. I don't know why the animated shows are more consistent with the universe than the live-action shows. I don't understand why. Get the writers of the Bad Batch and put them on every live-action show, because they know what they're doing. They're so good at what they're doing, because when you watch a Season 2 finale and watch Season 3, it feels like nothing changed. It doesn't feel like a year went by in between these two productions. Like, it doesn't. Like, the show is just continually good. And, like, every episode is, for a first-time watch, a must-watch. Now, if you're rewatching a season, yeah, you can skip a few of the episodes. Because some of the episodes you get today are filler, or you don't need to see it completely. Because the first 4 or 5 episodes, I'll say are a must-watch. They're really good. And the final 5 episodes are basically whenever Omega, gives herself up to the Empire. Yeah, those are must-watches as well. Like, every episode is a must-watch. And now I'm talking about the final episode of The Bad Batch. Like I said in the beginning, there's going to be spoilers here, so if you're not seeing it yet, and if you're still watching it, please click away, because I'm going to be spoiling it, the last few episodes. So, I just want to talk about the dynamic, the comedy, because The Bad Batch isn't really a funny show, but for these last couple episodes, they were really funny, because they create this dynamic where you have the Bad Batch, they're all serious and they do all these crazy things, then they get Rampart, from the villain from the first season and a half of the show, and they bring him in, they bring him back, because they need him from Mount Tantus or whatever, and he's just a funny character, because he's reacting to all the crazy things, and it's like a parallel to what Omega's doing, with these kids in the prison, because Mount Tantus, because I guess Hemlock's getting these kids, these random kids, they're just random kids, and Omega, who's used to all these high-action adventure, they go, we do these crazy stuff, and the kids are like, what are you talking about? And it just creates this comedy that I miss, because the first few episodes of Bad Batch from Season 1, those first episodes, like the first episode, second episode of Season 1, they were funny, and they eventually lost that, I understand why, because you only have one guy voicing on the character, he can't really strain his vocal cords to do comedy, but, for the last few episodes, they did it. And thank God they did, because, it creates this levity with all the serious stuff going on. I mean, spoiler alert, none of the Bad Batch dies, which is, phew, not again. But, yeah, I really enjoyed the final episode of The Bad Batch. I think it was really good. Granted, I was expecting Rex to show up with his, clone rebellion, but they didn't, which was, I think, a missed opportunity, but I'm like, it's fine. The rest of the episode was great. Like, everything else was great. Having Zillo Beast cause chaos is great. Having Hemlock be, shot, 4 or 5 times is really satisfying. That guy is just a giant jerk. He's just a giant jerk and a creepy guy. Thank goodness he's dead. Yeah, the show ends, and the final scene of the show is like Omega growing up. I'm like, oh my god. And it's like a tradition in Star Wars animated shows to have the last scene take place way in the future. They did it with Clone Wars, they did it with Rebels, and as to do with the Bad Batch, where Omega's like an adult and she's joining the rebellion, so it must be the original trilogy, and Hunter looks like a hippie. And I don't know how he aged well and Rex didn't, but whatever. Rex looks like an old man while Hunter looks kind of good. He looks like a hippie, but yeah, it's a cool thing. It's a cool tradition that they're continuing, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I wish I saw the rest of the Bad Batch, how they looked in the future, but oh well. Get to see Hunter in his hippie look, but looks great for an old man. But yeah, that's it for the show. So that's all I have to really say about season 3. It's just a lot of good episodes that are just fun adventures I can't really discuss upon, because that's all there. They're just fun, good episodes. So with that out of the way, where do I rank season 3? Season 3 of the Bad Batch goes above the first season, but below Jedi Fallen Order. I think it's a good place to put it, because season 3 is the best season in my opinion. It's right up there with, like I said, Jedi Fallen Order. I think it's just a really good story, because when you look at all the episodes of season 3, it is one giant story, but you can watch it out of order. You can watch it without watching the previous episode, because they are standalone episodes, but together they form this really long, cohesive story that you could watch all the way through. But we're not done yet. No, we have the entire show to rank now, because Bad Batch has unfortunately ended, and I guess to answer the question of the title, did the Bad Batch end too early? Because when they was announced that season 3 would be the last season, I was like, that kind of sucks. I was expecting to go for 4, maybe 5 seasons, but no. It only lasted 3 seasons. So did it end too soon? I would say no. I like the idea that each season represents a movie, like a trilogy of movies. Like each season is a movie, if there were movies, which is a cool idea for having a 3-season show. The Bad Batch itself is actually a pretty good show. Like there is no failures, like there's no hiccups. Like when you look at season 1 of the Clone Wars and Rebels, they have hiccups. They're more, meant for like little kids, and tonally they're different from the rest of the show. And I think every episode in season 1 of those shows are bad. I'm saying, overall, it was made for little kids, not for all ages. Well, the Bad Batch season 1 was for all ages. Consistently, it was the same as season 7 of the Clone Wars. It was a continuation of that show. I know a lot of people don't like to hear this, but the Bad Batch is just season 8, 9, 10 of the Clone Wars, just more focused on a group of characters. That's basically what the Bad Batch is, because you're following all the characters in the Clone Wars, just during the Empire, and you can't call it the Clone Wars anymore because you're not in the Clone Wars. So the Bad Batch consistently is just a great show. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just what you get. There's nothing bad to say about it. It's just overall a really good show. So with that out of the way, where do I rank the Bad Batch show? The Bad Batch show goes above Mandalorian season 2, but below Andor season 1. I think it's a good place to put it, because the Bad Batch isn't a deep show, so I can't put it above Andor that has more deeper themes to it. Because overall, what the Bad Batch does is that it explores the clones after the Clone Wars have ended, while also focusing on a Bad Batch who is dealing with their own stuff, trying to figure out where they're going in their life. So it's still deep, but not deep that really will make you rethink your life. No, it's deep enough to where you actually care about the characters, and so I think that's a fair place to put it. Who knows what's next for Star Wars animation, because what's going to be the next long series animated show, because I don't know. It's not announced yet as of recording this, so yeah, we just have to wait and see on that. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, because I'm going to go now, so goodbye everyone.